Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Bless Lily here, and welcome to today's reading, where we're going to be taking a look at what is next in love. 3 options today. I decided to go all green. So, option number 1, you, my darlings, get the Aventurine. Option number 2, Fluorite. And option number 3, Malachite. See which option you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this crystal, now get comfy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening with you at this particular moment, and then we'll see what's next in love for you. So this is going to be a bit of a signification so that you can make sure that you chose the right pile. Okay. So there's a lot of disappointment that's coming through in this particular pile, guys. There's an energy where you might have experienced some sort of connection that left such a big impact on you, and it was a negative impact. All right, because it kind of feels like there were a lot of promises, and you yourself, you imagined maybe a future together with this person, but it just didn't happen. And some of you might still be hurting from this connection, because there are major trust issues that are coming through over here because of a particular connection. And the thing is, you're doubting whether you can trust people altogether, but it's also about trusting yourself, because you were like, how did I not see things? How did I not see who this person truly was? And you might be even feeling like really silly because you thought that this person had genuine feelings for you. But it turns out that even if they did at some point, it all then seemed to go away. So maybe some of you were dealing with somebody who's a foreigner, not necessarily for everybody, but this is coming through as you really thought that this could be something more than it ended up being. And the thing is, it kind of took away your self-worth, self-value. It kind of made you feel lost. It made you feel like you had to beg for love again, beg for affection, beg for attention. Yeah. And not necessarily in like a straightforward way, but you had to keep on asking because it wasn't enough. Like the person wasn't giving you enough. And you maybe tried more than you should have. But this whole situation has caused you to have major trust issues and see things from different perspectives. Some of you, you want explanations still. You do want to sort of maybe still talk to that person and be like, okay, well, let's make things right, in the sense that I need to understand what the hell went wrong. Because for a lot of you, option number 1, you might be thinking that you could have done something different, that you could have done something in order to have a different outcome. And you want that justice, you want that karma, you want that. For some of you, I'm even sensing that maybe you want some sort of revenge because this person hurt you and they hurt you badly. Mm-hmm. 10 of Swords, the World. But the good news over here, guys, it's about to end. It really is about to end. And you're going to go from this energy of the 10 of Swords, where you're literally being pierced by thoughts and feelings, and this horrible, like 10 of Swords, guys, it's a horrible card. It's horrible energy to be in. But this is what they're telling me, that right now there's this energy of, wounds still being fresh, even if this is something that happened a while ago. And it does look like you want to just close this chapter of your life and move on. Even though there's a part of you that might still be hoping that things might work out and maybe you could have done something different, but the bigger part of you over here wants to like get closure, move on, and just be like, that's it. A lot of you over here, you want to move. You don't feel like where you are right now is where you need to be. So if that sounds like you, my darlings, keep on watching. Because now we're about to find out what's next when it comes to your love life. Ooh, look at that. Funny how that's that's the card that was overturned. The card of death. All right. If it needs to come out again, it will. This is very interesting because they're showing me quite possibly an ex coming back, guys. Like this person coming back into your life. With the energy of the devil, there's still attraction. There's still attraction. There's some sort of connection. It could be physical. It could be this energy of not being ready to let go of somebody. Not being ready to let go of somebody. Okay, what's it going to lead to? It's interesting because they're telling me that this particular person that I'm talking about right now, in one way or another, they play an important role to leading you towards maturity and leading you towards meeting somebody who truly is meant for you. Because from this little chariot over here, yeah, with the little goats and little kids, it transitions into this wonderful chariot with grown people, with a grown relationship, with a mature relationship, and these two beautiful oxes. Now, I must say, for some of you, my dears, this is coming through as you being able to achieve that with a person that's on your mind. So for some of you, it's growth together with that person. And for others of you, it feels like it's a completely different person. This is so interesting. Well, this is a general reading, guys, so keep that in mind. But this person is definitely thinking about you. Still thinking about you, still very much sexually attracted to you. Maybe they'll want to come back as your friend over here. But they're also showing me a different person coming in. So it does feel like you guys are going to be choosing between two people. Ooh. And it's funny how this card came through in that way, because for some of you, you're not wanting to see the pain that this sort of semi-connection was causing you. It's almost like you don't want to acknowledge it. Why? No, my darlings, for a lot of you, even if this person comes back, they're showing me that it's most likely not going to have a future. It's most likely not going to have a future. Because they come back, they might give you an illusion of going into this energy of the chariot, but then it goes back to the way things were. But they will come back, and it's almost like you need to see it again. You need to see the Nine of Swords. You need to acknowledge the pain. You need to acknowledge the energy that this person was giving you. It's like you need to see the truth. It's very painful. It's very destructive, but you need to see that truth, because there is somebody else who's meant for you. But you need to really go through that lesson. Who's the new person? The new person brings you love and peace. Look at this. The new person is going to be able to open you up to the possibility of being happy in a relationship rather than being anxious or, experiencing the highs and lows to the extreme. Yeah, and you're going to be, again, they're saying you're going to be choosing. Because one of them is the Emperor. And this is a completely different type of a relationship over here. This is mature. This is somebody who's going to be willing to commit. This is somebody who puts you in this Queen of Wands energy. Somebody who's meant to be with you. Absolutely, somebody who's meant to be with you. There's a lot of sexual energy that's coming through over here that will find you incredibly attractive. They're going to be incredibly drawn to you. And it's combined with the energy of the romance. But your ex is definitely going to pursue you over here. Because a lot of things are going to open up. It's very interesting. Because if you thought that they don't care about you, they actually do miss you. They actually do think of you a lot of the time. And they might keep coming back into your life. Even if right now it feels like it's sounds completely impossible. Could be somebody long distance. But again, I'm getting the Seven of Swords. It's like this person can't be honest. I don't know if they're a pathological liar or if they just, I don't know. They still can't be honest, but you're leveling up. You're like, you're going to realize that you're tired of being lied to. Tired of being lied to, tired of being taken advantage of. No, it's something new over here. Because you're going to mature. How soon is this person coming into your life? It could be happening within the next 3 weeks to 3 months. And I'm talking about the new person. For some of you, you already know this person. Or you're literally just about to meet them. For some of you, it's 3 days, guys. And this is a timeless reading. And the ex might be coming back around the same time. All wands. Things are really going to like start happening fast over here, guys. And you might be feeling extra emotional during this time. Like all of the attachments, all of the emotions, messages, it's all going to be coming through. It's like they're saying it's going to be a little bit chaotic. It's going to be a little bit chaotic because you're going to find out a lot of new information about a person from the past. And you're also going to be quite confused with new energies. Do you want it? Do you not want it? Do you go into it? It's kind of a turbulent time, but again, it's something that you need to go through in order to get out from a very limiting pattern. And they're saying like you're going to win. When it comes to love, you're going to win. For sure. And give yourself some credit because you might be going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. One day might be better than the other one. But it's going to all work out very beautifully for you. And the death coming through again. It's that transformation, guys. It's that transformation that's going to take place. And this new person, the Emperor, it's very possible that you guys are going to end up living with them. And quite possibly marrying them, getting engaged. But this is going to be an emotional time, so hang in there. All right, lovely option number 1. That's what I have for you. Let me know down in the comments if the reading resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So it's the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. And lovely option number 2. If you're drawn to the fluorite, get comfy. And as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out louder in your head. It helps to connect to the energies of the reading a little bit better. And to begin, I want to Do a bit of an energy check-in, a bit of a significating, so that you can make sure that you chose the right pile. So this feels like you guys have been lonely for quite some time, or alone. You've been working on yourselves. There's a lot of things that you understood, a lot of things you worked through. Some of you guys could be Virgo, you don't have to be. But there's definitely an energy of kind of trying to find your own way in life, trying to find out who you truly are, open yourself up more to yourself first and foremost, so that you can understand your truest desires, your truest wishes. You might have had some sort of sexual awakening over here where you, excuse me, sorry, where you understood how attractive you are, where you accepted your sexuality, your sensuality. It could be also that at this particular moment, I'm seeing a lot of you kind of got excited about a certain aspect of your life. I don't know whether it's a new position, a new state of mind, but there's something that's opening up within you. And look at that. For a lot of you, you've accepted your self-worth, your self-value. It kind of feels like you guys have leveled up recently to the point where you're like, okay, I'd rather be by myself than accept any kind of nonsense into my life when it comes to love. Because maybe if before you were willing to oversee certain things or let something go, right now you're like, no, I've done enough soul searching. I've realized what it is that I want. I realized that I can get it. Because if somebody was bringing, like, asking you all those like silly questions about what it is that you're bringing to the table, and you're like, me, damn it, I'm bringing me to the table, and that's enough. And you've come to this realization. Because over here, guys, I'm seeing that you are very powerful, very wise, but there were a lot of people who were trying to prove otherwise to you. And for you, option number 2, you're ready for that good stuff, for that good love, for that good connection. It does feel like your future spouse, I don't know why I want to say future spouse, but somebody that you're meant to be with has been connecting with you either through dreams, either through your intuition, either through meditation, but there's some sort of connection that's already formed over here. It could be that for some of you, you already met the person who's going to be very significant in your life, but maybe they're not in close contact with you just yet, or you're just getting to know one another. But there is already some sort of connection, whether it's in 5D or 3D. You guys could be Gemini, you guys could be Virgo. And you're very, very good looking. Whether you know it or not, you're very good looking. Sometimes you still go into that skeptical state of mind where you're like, oh, I'm just imagining things. And it's like there's a part of you that wants to kind of keep you where you are rather than take that next step forwards. But the lovers and the magician and the hermit, they're major arcanas, they are stronger energies. So they will soon kind of eliminate this Four of Cups energy that you might have going on at this particular moment. So that sounds like you guys. Keep on watching. Because now we're going to find out what's next in your love life. I don't know, for some reason this pile, this option gives me a sense of peace. Coming into this peaceful state of mind. You're very close to healing a broken heart. Very close. There's an energy of stepping back out into the world. And it's interesting how the Virgo is coming through again. Now, you, my lovely option number 2, you have somebody watching you. Somebody watching you, somebody imagining you, somebody. Because as soon as you're leveling up over here, which you're about to do, and it's coming through very, very fast, guys, somebody who hurt you might try to come back. Just it's not really, I don't like to say like it's kind of a test from the universe, but this is what happens because when you emotionally detach from somebody, they feel it, and if they've been feeding off of your energy, they do want to come back. So somebody might try to come back to let you know that they want to try something one more time. But there's also somebody who's been watching you. I can't quite understand whether it's the same person, like somebody who's been looking at your pictures, somebody who might have been following you really, really closely, somebody who might see you. And with whom you might have met over the internet or somebody at a distance, or again, they're showing me possibility of somebody being foreign. So I do see a secret admirer coming through, that's for sure. Somebody confessing their feelings to you. Maybe they were waiting for the right moment. There's something about timing that's coming through over here. They've been waiting for the right moment. There's a possibility of meeting somebody over here. Meeting somebody over here through travel, or when you're going to be switching, I don't know, your career, your jobs. There's something about a particular cycle closing off over here. The good news is that you're literally healing some sort of relationship pattern that has a close association with your family. And here's the meeting. It does feel like within the next 6 months, guys, you're going to be meeting like the love of your life. You're the love of your life. It does feel like it's a person that you're closely, I don't know, it's like, again, they feel so close. They feel so close. It's like literally for some of you guys, 6 months, but for some of you, it's within 1 month. They're going to manifest. They're going to come out as if out of nowhere. There's invitations, like invitations to go on dates. This person, they're telling me that the way that they look and the way that they act might be two completely different things. So maybe somebody who looks very serious or very like, I don't know, unavailable. And then the way that they start acting, the way that they start talking, you can really see that, you know, you make them a little bit nervous, that they're really trying to like create a positive impression. For some of you, this person is already like in the group of friends, or you're going to be introduced by a group of friends. And there's a lot of passion that's coming through. Like a very, very passionate connection that you're going to experience. Someone from the past, someone from the past is going to try and reach out. Why are they reaching out? It's interesting. They're telling me that they've grown, they've changed, that they want something different right now. And again, very much like option number 1, you're faced with a choice over here. But the universe is bringing you towards your person. I don't know, they keep telling me that you're going to meet your future spouse within the next 6 months, 1 month to 6 months. And then all of their other stories, it becomes irrelevant. Because with this person, you're feeling like you're at home, you're feeling connected, you're feeling secure, you're feeling like it really is your person. This person makes you believe in miracles. Two sixes, gorgeous. We have a 6 over here, we have a 6 over here, we have 3 6s coming through. And 6, when we're talking about numerology, this has everything to do with harmony, it has everything to do with balance. So this person is going to feel like a friend and a lover all wrapped in one. This is something that's going to give you an energy of calmness, an energy of being able to open up to this person. They're really going to take good care of you. Physically, emotionally, mentally. This is somebody who's going to really have a lot of respect for you as well. And they're also telling me that with this person, you will never question your value, your worth. But it is like a dream come true. So there will be times when you'll be thinking, is this really happening to me? Is this really happening to me? And here's the self-worth. It's going to be the sort of partner that doesn't make you question your self-worth. Some of you guys could be 26, the other person could be 26, or you could meet on the 26th. There is going to be this amazing spark between the two of you. So it's like passion meets desire meets emotions meets, but it's all like, it's not too much, if that makes sense. It doesn't make you go crazy, but it gives you this beautiful, beautiful feeling of, you know, being exactly where you want to be, and the realization why certain things had to happen. The communication between the two of you is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm talking about the mature, none of that ghosting, none of that rubbish. You're going to be able to talk through things. And you're finally opening your heart up. You're finally opening your heart up. Now be careful with the codependent energy over here, because you might be tempted to go back into your old ways, or somebody again from the past might try to lure you in. And they're saying what you're going to understand, this is very important, that true love has nothing to do with codependency, because you're going to experience true love and it's going to be completely different. Completely different. There's a strong connection when it comes to music, so maybe you guys have been hearing certain songs and wondering if it's like a message or something like this. Yeah, this is the person that you're going to marry, guys. Look at that. This is going to be your ride or die forever and ever. Forever and ever. Because you're finally going to free yourself maybe from fear of commitment. Maybe you've been associating love with pain, or it wasn't really pain, it was more attachment, lust, or trauma bond, all of those things. But you guys are going to find out what true love really is. And they're telling me it's going to set you free. You're not going to be afraid of commitment anymore. You're not going to be standing in your own way anymore. But this feels absolutely fantastic. All right, lovely. Option number 2. That's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know down in the comments if it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. There's the link to my Patreon page with exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. If you're drawn to the Malachites, get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading a little bit better. And at the beginning of the reading, I'm going to be doing a bit of an energy check-in, just to make sure that you guys chose the right pile. So If it doesn't sound like you, choose one of the other two options. And if it does, get ready to find out what's next in love for you. All right, your current energies, how the cards see you, how the universe sees you. Okay, so it does feel like you guys are getting out of your shell a little bit more than usual lately, because they're showing me somebody who has been maybe spending more time with other people, being ready to open yourselves up to connections. They don't always have to be all deep and meaningful and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's just about having fun, sometimes it's about having small talk. It's just not about overthinking things, it's about being more in the moment. And it does feel like you guys are finding yourselves more in the moment and you're finding yourselves liking it. All right, so the Knight of Coins is an indication of something stable. It does feel like you guys are somebody who's very persistent, resilient, right? You might also be focusing on your career at this particular moment, and you're trying to find that balance. You're trying to find that balance. Gorgeous. A lot of you are very intuitive. Let me see, Five of Swords. Who are you arguing with? What is this? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it feels like you guys are focusing a lot right now when it comes to your money, when it comes to your chances, when it comes to um, making something maybe for yourself, doing something for yourself. It seems like people might have viewed you like cold and distant for quite some time, but it's only because you had your very strong boundaries. But you're also seen as somebody who's incredibly intelligent, somebody resilient. There's a bit of a warrior energy that's coming through over here. It could be that you guys are quite well off, or people view you as somebody who's well off or has a lot of potential. But it kind of felt like you had to maybe work hard to get where you are. A lot of people might be saying like, oh, like, because I'm getting a lot of envious people that might surround you. Envious of your beauty, envious of your success, envious of your life, but they don't know what you had to go through. And you do have quite strong boundaries over here, and people might call you like selfish or whatever, but truly it is your boundaries. Very communicative. You're very good when it comes to communicating something. You could be a good mediator, right? Somebody people like to listen to. You might have a really nice voice. A lot of people might view you as a star. So I don't know if you guys have a strong following, right? A large following. But it's kind of like you know you're meant for more. But a lot of people are jealous of you. They're envious of you. But here you're like shining like this beautiful star. You give people hope. So I don't know if you maybe work as somebody who helps people or has to counsel people, or there's something about people looking up to you and you being able to provide some sort of advice and guidance that really helps people. You might be working in the health field as well. Don't have to be, but you're seen as the star and you know you're meant for more than what it is that you have at this particular moment. All right, my lovely stars, if that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's find out what's next for you when it comes to love. You know, for you, I'm going to use a different deck. Gorgeous. Ooh. And the star came through again. Okay, my darlings, let me say this. Let me say this. You're not meant to have an ordinary life. You're not meant to have an ordinary love life. It kind of feels like you're this beautiful old soul that kept getting reincarnated and you kept learning your lessons. And in this lifetime, you're meant to experience something a lot of people don't experience. So it's very interesting, but for some of you, I'm seeing you becoming famous, or you dating somebody famous, somebody who's well known, somebody who might be like a star to others as well. Because overall, what they're showing me is that you're going to have a very good love life, even if it hasn't been good so far. But it was basically the universe and your ancestors um, eliminating people from your life that were not going to be able to support you, to give you the energy that you need for growth. Because here you need somebody special to see how special you are. And if you take somebody who's not used to the energies that you're bringing, they will try to bring you down. And if you've been wondering why you've been lonely for such a long time, it's because literally the universe was protecting you from people that would steal away your shine. Because here they're telling me you're meant to be with somebody who is as special as you are, who can support and understand your depth, your energy, your desires, your requirements, who's not going to blame you for wanting to be comfortable, loved, understood in your life, yeah? Who's not going to try and manipulate you and so on and so forth. You're soon going to make a very important decision, and it's a decision of becoming this star. If you're very afraid, there's a part of you that's very afraid that becoming your true and authentic self might mean loneliness. But it will end a lot of relationships that aren't even really there anymore. It will take away the hope of somebody coming back from the past. But that's the thing, the universe is saying you don't need those people. You don't need those connections anymore. You're going to choose to walk away. Here you are making a decision based on your heart. And you might be very, very afraid. Because I am seeing like literally your heart is going like, oh my God, what if I never find anybody? What if, I just have to settle for somebody? What if it's too late? What if this? What if that? What if this? And then there's this energy of the tower where the way that you think is no longer relevant, where you're taking that leap of faith, where you're deciding to choose to trust the process. Even if you've been working for everything by yourself and you never really were relying on anybody or anything, here this hits different. And the thing is, you find the love of the person who can really match your energy. And that is unique. That is something that was completely worth the wait. Gemini energies, Sagittarius energies, Aquarius energies are coming through very strongly over here. They're showing me cutting a lot of people off and moving forwards. For a lot of you, my darlings, again, you will have a life that you didn't even imagine that you could have. Because you're choosing to move forwards. The universe will keep pushing you towards this love of your life. And here is your Emperor. So you're going to cut off all the pages and all the kings, because you are in this energy of Empress. and you need your emperor, and vice versa. You are becoming the emperor and you will need your empress. By 2024, a lot of you are going to be engaged or married to this person already. And this is what they're telling me, because it's time to create that stability. It's time for that growth. And by 2024, a lot of you, my darlings, you're already engaged or married to this person. If you're watching this video after 2024 or in 2024, I would say it's within a year. All of this is happening within a year. And it's interesting because they're telling me that this particular person, when they come into your life, they, with their energy, they're also inviting other very important people. Very, very important people. So you might be getting more friends. They might have a family where their family members are going to absolutely love you and be really accepting of you. But there's a lot of like events, like you're going to be like they're showing me a close circle and you're going into that close circle. It's like a different kind of society, it's different kind of energy. Everything is so different. It's like your wishes are coming true. Something you never thought was going to happen. Your wishes are coming true. And this is going to be such a beautiful connection. But this person is new. You don't know them yet. So you're cutting cords, you're cutting the strings, you're letting go of things. And with this person, the spark is going to be amazing. There will be people who will try to influence this relationship, guys, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. There's going to be a massive fear of rejection. But it is a soul connection. I was waiting for that card to come out. Because you guys have a massive fear of rejection. And it came from your friends, it came from your family, it came from all sorts of people. But with this person, they keep telling me that this is, like, you know, there's going to be your life before and there's going to be your life after. And this is going to be a very romantic relationship as well, by the way. You know what, in this reading, I'm not going to read this as codependency. I'm going to read this as very kinky and amazing sex life. Yeah, because you are going to feel like you're attached, but you're free at the same time. Does that make sense? And this relationship is going to be so incredibly passionate and it's going to be so incredibly nice. Let me say that. They're saying don't try to control the process of change right now. It's coming. Be patient. Just put in the effort. Put in the effort when it comes to healing whatever it is that you need to heal and loving yourself. All right, my lovely and special option number 3. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you for watching. If you're up for a personal read, please send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So it's the link to my Patreon page with my exclusive content, additional discounts, and much more. Make sure to check it out. All right, guys. Bye.